Good morning, this is the Paradise Unicorn Priestess bringing you day 279 of A Course in Miracles, the Yin translation where we use female words. This would be October 6th if you're starting at the new year. How is healing accomplished? Healing involves an understanding of what the illusion of sickness is for. Healing is impossible without this. The perceived purpose of sickness. Healing is accomplished the instant the sufferer no longer sees any value in pain. Who would choose suffering unless she thought it brought her something and something of value to her? She must think it is a small price to pay for something of greater worth. For sickness is an election, a decision. It is the choice of weakness in the mistaken conviction that it is strength. When this occurs, real strength is seen as a threat and health as danger. Sickness is a method, conceived in madness, for placing God's child on her mother's throne. God is seen as outside, fierce and powerful, eager to keep all power for herself. Only by her death can she be conquered by her child. And what in this insane conviction does healing stand for? It symbolizes the defeat of God's child and the triumph of her mother over her. It represents the ultimate defiance in a direct form, which the child of God is forced to recognize. It stands for all that she would hide from herself to protect her life. If she is healed, she is responsible for her thoughts, and if she is responsible for her thoughts, she will be killed to prove to her how weak and pitiful she is. But if she chooses death herself, her weakness is her strength. Now has she given herself what God would give to her, and thus entirely usurped the throne of her Creator. Wow, what has been described here is really, truly insane. This is just a thing for us to take on faith, because this is not going to be something we remember deciding. And that's part of the mythology of A Course in Miracles, is that there's all this stuff that we have hidden from ourselves. And it's informing us that it is so. We don't remember it. We don't remember having the original thought of separation, the tiny mad idea when we were still in heaven and had everything and were everything. We don't remember that. We don't remember a lot of the things it says that we did. It says that in our insanity, healing stands for all that we would hide from ourselves to protect our life, what we think of as our life. That's crazy. That being healed would expose what we're trying to hide from ourselves. We're trying to hide from ourselves that we really are invulnerable and no one can hurt us, so we don't have an excuse to be upset and angry. Is that it? It says that we invented sickness to keep from being responsible for our thoughts. And the Course has told us over and over how important our thoughts are. Our thoughts bless or curse. They are the things that generate the dream illusion in the first place. So they're the most real thing that there is. Far more real than the solid objects and situations that we encounter in the dream. And this is describing a situation where we believe that punishment is a thing, and we feel terrible about what we did, and we feel sure that punishment is coming our way, so we take preemptive action and punish ourselves. That's just crazy. That's so insane. But it's really interesting, because if you look at your life, there's a lot of ways that human beings do this. You may even think of ways that you do it in your own life, where you choose to take upon yourself something unpleasant so as to preempt it being done to you or happening to you. That somehow this protects us. I don't know. Maybe it's like, I heard about a punishment that a parent gave a child where they had to choose their own punishment, or else the parents were going to choose one for them. And if they didn't think your punishment was severe enough, then you had to have both the one that you chose and the one that the parents chose. I mean, that's just playing games with you. I don't know, maybe we're playing games with ourselves, like, it's better if I choose it, because then I'm in control of it and how things go, and that'll hold off the other punishment, which is probably much worse. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it's describing, but it says that if we are healed, it means we're responsible for our thoughts, and if we're responsible for our thoughts, we will be killed to prove how weak and pitiful we are. But if we choose death ourselves, then our weakness is our strength. There you go. This is how we have supposedly usurped the throne of our mother. It says that in our insanity, healing stands for all that we would hide from ourselves to protect our life, what we think of as our life. That's crazy, that being healed would expose what we're trying to hide from ourselves. We're trying to hide from ourselves that we really are invulnerable and no one can hurt us, so we don't have an excuse to be upset and angry. Is that it? All right, after reviewing what is the Christ found in the show notes, we go on to lesson 279. Creation's freedom promises my own. The end of dreams is promised me because God's child is not abandoned by her love. Only in dreams is there a time when she appears to be in prison and awaits a future freedom, if it be at all. Yet in reality, her dreams are gone, with truth established in their place. And now is freedom hers already. Should I wait in chains which have been severed for release when God is offering me freedom now? I will accept your promises today and give my faith to them. My mother loves the child whom she created as her own. Would you withhold the gifts you gave to me? There was a previous part of A Course in Miracles where it explained how salvation is always immediate. There is never a need to wait, and we are being invited to claim it. And that's our lesson for the day. Happy practicing.